Christus, Kringvose Azantes, welcome video lovers. This is Tac Nerd 1.0 here. Folks, we've got some video footage for you today. The Gen 5 Glock 20 MOS, that's right, the 10mm, which is the best millimeter. On the range, a lot of wind noise. I don't quite have a system yet set up for mics and such and better video production. I will get that going as soon as I can. But I did not want to deprive all of you of the footage that I did get and the testing, but I wanted to show you the ammo that I was able to test and what came of it. Now, the Glock 20 is new to me. The 10mm is new to me. I have not shot it yet. And my impressions are, it's stout. It is quite stout. It's very different than 9mm, certainly. Now, and also very different from 45. I've shot plenty of 45 in my day. In fact, that was the first pistol I owned was a 45 ACP and 45 Colt as well. I would say it's definitely more than those. I would say maybe a little bit more than 357 Magnum. But either way, as I said, it is stout. Now, in the interim, I should also say that I have recently had a bout with Lyme's disease, and I do have some nerve damage in my right arm, unfortunately, and I'm still trying to work with that and adjust my shooting for that. So you will be able to see in the video that this does challenge me, and it jumps up quite a bit. Okay, so first up we have the PMC Bronze, and this is 200 grain full metal jacket. This was the first thing I wanted to test it with. So this is just regular ball ammo, and it has a flat point. I didn't have any trouble with it, with this. In fact, I didn't have any trouble with any of the rounds that I tried. I have heard some bad reviews, or at least not so good reviews of this PMC Bronze in various calibers. I had no problem with it though, and I have used this in 9mm as well as now this 10. And as I said, I had no problem with it. So let's go ahead and cut in the footage of the PMC Bronze 10mm. These are, of course, 10-round magazines. First shots with the Glock 20. Here we go. Was the PMC Bronze, and as you could see, it was stout, but I would say not unshootable for sure. So next trip out, I will get the Chrno out and we'll test this to see what all of these various rounds do. But as I said, I had no problem with PMC Bronze. I felt that shot well. The pistol handled it well, and there were no failures. So next up was this Grizzly. This is 200 grain jacketed hollow point, and as you can see from the video that's coming, this was very stout. Definitely this had some jump to it, so I am going to have to get used to this. Now this is, it says here on the box that this is advertised at 1,250 feet per second with 694 foot-pounds of energy. I'm not sure what they tested that with. It's usually a 5 to 6 inch barrel, but let's go ahead and take a look, and then we'll be back. This is 200 grain jacketed hollow point. It does seem to be loaded, fully loaded 10 millimeter. Try one magazine, that means 10 rounds, YouTube. Folks, so that was the Grizzly. That was the 10 millimeter 200 grain jacketed hollow points. I didn't show you a picture of those, so that's a look at them right there. I felt this was a good option for predator protection during hunting. We don't have any brown bears or grizzlies around here. We just have black bears, but there's predators out there, and I felt this would give me a good sense of protection. For that. Next up, we have some reloads that I did, and of course I should start this by saying do not follow what I reloaded with. You do your own testing for reloads. You don't follow my example. What are these? These are of course 10 millimeter. These are 180 grain, and these are training hollow points. These are by Berries. Berries makes these, and as you can see, they're not quite hollow points. They're just kind of a rounded core, but they're not segmented or anything. So I don't know if you would use these as real hollow points or not, but they are, as I said, they're made to be training hollow points. Now, if you want to see what one of these would do with some milk jugs or something, leave a little note or comment down in the doobly-doo. I'll try to get those, and then we'll get the Chrno out and see what these present at also. But again, these are 180 grain training hollow points. Let's take a look and see how these go. Okay, folks, here we are with the 10 millimeter. We're going to try some of my reloads. All right, folks, we're back. So again, those were the training hollow points as far as recoil. I felt those were kind of between the PMC Bronze and the Grizzly. Probably a little closer to the Grizzly than the PMC. But I had no problem with them. And the pistol fed them fine. I had no issue at all. Make sure you do your own research on that before you proceed, and do your own reloading and testing. Do not follow my example. Folks, that was it. That was our example of the 10 millimeter Glock 20 Gen 5 in MOS. So what did I think of the experience shooting 10 millimeter in this Glock? I thought it was great. I had a great time shooting this pistol. I think I'm gonna like it. It is gonna take me some time to get used to this, especially with getting through the arthritis and nerve damage that I do have. But I think that'll get there, and I think it'll be a great training tool for me as well. I did really like the sights that I have on here. These Ameriglows are perfect for this. The pistol functions very well. I must have fired about 200 rounds, I would say, at least, through everything that I shot, and I had no failures to feed or anything like that. Pistol was fairly accurate as I am anyways, and was, even though as much stoutness as it was a pleasure to shoot. So folks, if you have any comments, questions, or requests, leave them down here in the doobly-doo, and make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Fire a shot at that bell notification. Make sure you get all of the updates on my videos. And folks, that is it. I have nothing else for you. Tack Nerd signing out.